Windsor is a vibrant, dynamic community with a wide array of intriguing businesses and interesting people. See what new businesses are coming to town. Hear about restaurants you haven't been to before. Learn the latest tips and tricks of technology. Find out what's happening around town. Get it all here on Windsor Today.
Talk to me so you can see what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, what's going on?
Hi, I'm Jane Garibay, Executive Director of the Windsor Chamber of Commerce.
And I'm Marty McMahon, President of the Chamber of Commerce. Welcome to our first episode of Windsor Today. In this and future episodes, we will be covering what's going on in Windsor. We'll have segments entitled Grab a Bite with Paula Pierce, where we'll be looking at the local restaurant scene. We'll also have a segment called Tech Discovery with John Wavers, where we'll just talk about technology and computers and such. Also, we'll have a segment called Business Beat with Gloria McMahon that will look into local development and local business news. Speaking of business news, we wanted to announce that 3 of our businesses have moved in town. Allstate Insurance, Art and Soul, and the Beanery have moved over to neighboring building on 645 Pequannock Ave, joining Creative Fibers, Valares, Officeworks, and other businesses. Please stop by and visit their new locations.
Many of you have also been asking what's going on Kennedy Road. The big structure going up is an extension of Iron Mountain, and you'll also see that there's a big sign with an October 8th date for Target to open, which we're really excited about.
Yes.
We also have, if you've been down in the Wilson area, Marty, developer John Sesportis is doing a huge development, which includes 9 houses. It is renovating and expanding where Lily's Catering is, and the dairy bar is moving in over next to that, and there's going to be outdoor seating. They're also raising the building where the dairy bar is currently located, and they're building a new structure for Chris Radio. And there's also another business going in next to that. It just hasn't been defined which one yet.
Now, Chris Radio, isn't that the nonprofit that puts out radio broadcasts for the blind?
Yes, absolutely. They're now located down in Wilson, but they were looking for another facility. And it's going to be the perfect home for them, and it's where volunteers go in and read for the blind. My mother uses it, and it's a great program.
And I actually know that they're always looking for volunteers, so if anybody in our viewing audience, if that appeals to them, they should.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Also, every episode we will be having a trivia question. And what we're going to do is if you answer this trivia question correctly, you will receive a Windsor gift certificate good at over 40 businesses in town for $25. Now, to answer the trivia question, you need to go to our website and click on Windsor Today and answer the trivia question. And our trivia question for today is, what classic film was filmed in Windsor starring Troy Donahue and Carl Malden? And if you don't know the answer, you might have to go home and ask your grandma.
I wonder if I remember that one or not. I don't want to date myself.
That's right.
And now we'll talk a little bit about chamber programs. Every month the chamber holds a business breakfast and a business after hours at different businesses. This month's business breakfast is on September 6th, and it's going to be hosted by the Windsor Public Library from 7:30 to 9. It's free for any chamber member, and there's a small donation for people from the public or a business that's not a chamber member.
Okay.
The after hours is going to be a joint program with Bloomfield on September 20th, and it's going to be hosted by Prudential Realty on Bloomfield Avenue. And the Tuscan Twins, which is located in Bloomfield, is going to provide the food in apple teenies and different beverages and food. So we look forward to an exciting night.
That's
Marty.
great.
We also have September 1st is the end of the Passport program.
Now, the Passport program is a program that's put on by the Chamber, and it showcases 13 local restaurants. And what you need to do is you need to visit at least 8 of those restaurants and get them stamped. I got a late start, so I've got 4 stamps here, and they each have a Windsor Chamber stamp. After visiting the 8 restaurants, then you log on to our website and register, and you can win 3 great prizes: a laptop computer, an iPod, and some Chamber gift certificates.
Actually, it's restaurant gifts. Each restaurant has donated
Okay,
$250 worth of gift certificates.
So by the showing of this program, you're going to have about a week and a half left. So pick your passport up at the local chamber or at any of the restaurants that are participating.
And that's great. We also have an upcoming chamber event, the Chili Fest, which I'm really excited about, Marty.
Well, I'm kind of scared actually, because in the past I've had buffalo chili and shad chili, so you just never know what you're going to get there.
I think since you're so experienced, you would make a great judge this year. You
Oh.
have to taste those 28 chilies.
28 chilies. Now, some of our chilies are made up by, quote, amateurs, and some of them are done by our local restaurants, and they have 2 categories, and they have prizes. And how many booths did we have last year?
28.
28 booths.
And there were prizes first, second, and third for best chili, and then there was best booth for the decoration and acting, etc. And there was first, second, third, and then there's people's choice.
And you guys see some of the costumes that some of the vendors wear.
It's very competitive and it's very exciting. We're lucky that we have a chili empress who's our chairperson, Lori Hartman. And you can call here if you want to get in touch with Lori, and we'll put you in touch to sign up, etc., and we can answer your questions.
Jen, I'd like to have you maybe go into the website a little bit about what's available for our viewing audience on our website.
Yes, the chamber website is updated daily. It keeps all the events for all the organizations in town. So whether you want to see what's going on to attend or you want to plan something, it's a great place to go. And right now we're going to also have a special button for today's program, Windsor Today.
Okay.
And there's going to be 3 areas on that where you can send in questions.
Okay. One question's going to be for tech. I think one's going to be for business questions in town. And then there'll be, of course, the button for their trivia contest.
Right, which isn't really it's to answer the question. So please take the time to find out the answer to that question. If you don't know it,
Ask your grandma.
absolutely.
I also want to step back for a moment and point out that we're filming this in the chamber office, and many people may not know that we have a tourism center right here in our office with brochures from many local, state, and regional attractions that if you're looking for something for your family or friends to do, this is a place to stop by.
Right, also if you have someone visiting from out of town, as many of us do at different times, you can come in and get some information so that they'll know what to do while they're here visiting, which hotels to stay at if you don't have the room, etc. So it really is a good place to go in and check things out.
Sure.
Can you tell us a little bit about what's going to happen in our next episode of What's Going On?
Well, next episode we're going to have a segment on the Freedom Trail Run, and that's sponsored by the Archer Memorial AME Zion Church, and that's got a long history, and you'll hear about it more next segment. Also, the Northwest Fair is coming up this September, and we'll be talking about that. In our Grab a Bite segment, we'll be covering Bamboo Garden on Day Hill Road. And in our business beat, we'll be looking at the new First Town Square, which is just around the corner from the chamber office here. And that's going to be a new condo project. It's going to bring a lot of residences to the center of town, and we're excited about that. And in our Tech Discovery segment, we'll be talking about hackers at your door. John Wavers will give us ideas on how maybe we can avoid some of the things that can happen to our computers.
This program was made possible by Edward Jones, Windsor's full-service investment firm. We would also like to thank WinTV for their support.
Thank you, and have a good evening.
Wayne's World, Wayne's
Exactly.
World.
That's what I was thinking.
Party on! Hi, my name's John Wavers from Invisible Gold, and I'll be hosting a segment called Tech Discovery. We'll talk about things like cell phones and laptops, technology like the internet, maybe even hybrid electric cars. You can ask me questions by sending an email. Today, we'll talk about wireless hotspots. You know, on a day like this, have you found it is nearly impossible to work inside your office? You look out and you see the clouds. I mean, it's just absolutely perfect. Catch is, how do you get work done without the internet? You can't check your email, you can't buy things, you probably left a file on your desktop. Today, I'm out here on a wireless network card, and I've got 7 networks right here on this picnic table on the town green alone. And some of them are free. Some are provided by businesses. The library has 2 here. There's someone across the street with free internet. There's someone over there with free internet. It's great. And it doesn't cost that much to get set up with it. There's also other options. For example, the cell phone companies have ways to connect to the internet that are expensive, but they work pretty well. You can connect through your cell phone, or we have a card that we can put in our laptop here and connect that way. But let's go and talk to Stan Griskowitz over at PC Development Group.
Hey Stan, Hey John, how you doing? Good to see you.
Pretty good.
Good, what can I do for you?
I've got a laptop with me, and I want you to talk to me about how I can get it onto Wi-Fi or wireless internet.
Okay, sure. Yeah, no problem, no problem. Well, the first thing you want to do with your laptop is see if it has wireless built in. A lot of the newer laptops already have that built in, so that's the first thing you want to check for. If it doesn't have it built in, you have a couple of different options. There are a couple of different cards that you can use to plug into your laptop to get them to surf on the web.
Cool. Now let's say I got wireless in my laptop now. And I want to go out and sit out by the pool and, surf the internet.
Sure, you could definitely do that. Well, the first thing, you have to have high speed at home. That's the first step. And then the second step is to buy a wireless router. Wireless routers are very popular these days, and you can get them just about anywhere.
Okay, and what about the chamber? We have this card that lets us connect with wireless, but we don't have to be near a hotspot.
Yes, absolutely. That's a new thing with cell phone companies. They will provide a card that you can put into your laptop, and it'll allow you to get on the internet no matter where you are, just as long as there's cell service. The downside of that is it's pretty expensive. It's about $60 to $80 a month, and it's not as fast as if you were at home or at a hotspot.
Okay, cool. And how much do these guys run?
The cards for the laptop, they range, they're around $40, and a router for home would be around $70. So for just about around $100, you could be surfing the web at home, wherever you want.
Cool. Sounds like a bargain.
Good, absolutely. Good.
Stan, thank you very much.
You're very welcome, John. You have a good day.
Thank you.
Seeing you again.
See you soon. One of the great things about wireless internet is that you can surf the internet wherever you happen to be. It doesn't matter if you're at Starbucks or the library or a local coffee shop like the Beanery. Now, the next thing that happens though is you want to start finding these wireless internet points. You go to the internet. Try Google and type the word Wi-Fi or hotspot or wireless. You'll find a whole list of different sites. But a lot of them are paid sites, so you'll have to pay money to use them. But there's also a list here in town on a website called wirelesswindsor.com that lists the local businesses that have offered free internet. You can go to the library. It's got a whole list of them. Again, if we go to wirelesswindsor.com, you see a review of different sites here. Now let's go test out our laptop. I'm going to visit Paula at the Whistle Stop. We're going to see how their wireless internet works. It's nice talking to you. I'll see you soon.
Very excited to be here at the Windsor Stop Cafe. Can you tell us a little bit about your menu?
Well, we like to think that we are classic American cuisine with a little bit of a flair towards Italian because we are Italian. But we have breakfast 7 days a week, all day on the weekends. We have lunch 7 days a week as well, and we have dinners Wednesday through Saturday evening. And we have dinner specials, 4 per week, and they change weekly. They can be found on our website, which is whistlestopwindsor.com. And if you sign up in the restaurant, we will be more than happy to emailing the dinner specials every week. This week's dinner specials.
This week we have Cajun pan-seared sea scallops with a craisin cashew couscous and peach salsa, chicken gourmet with mushroom risotto and roasted tomatoes, pasta primavera and a lemon garlic sauce, and a New York strip steak with steak fries.
We also have, we've prepared a few of our favorites.
Oh, great, I'd love to
and
see that.
like to show those to you. We have the pan-seared scallops coming with couscous and peach salsa.
Ooh, that looks delicious.
And our dinner specials change every week. so that we can, give variety. And people are enjoying that. We are a BYOB establishment, so if you have a favorite bottle of wine or beer, you can bring that in as well.
Great. Anything else I shouldn't miss on the menu?
Well, our lunchtime, our panini seems to be very popular. We do a nice variety of paninis. She's going to bring one out. This is our aroma panini. It's a grilled chicken breast with fresh mozzarella, fresh basil, and pesto in it. And we also have our signature train wrap burger. Elizabeth, you want to explain that train wrap?
Sure. It is our 6-ounce steak burger with our secret barbecue sauce, Swiss cheese, bacon, and onion rings.
And do I understand this is also a wireless cafe?
Yes, it is. We have quite a few customers that come in and enjoy it. They bring their laptops. Sometimes they sit and drink coffee for hours, and it's wonderful. It's a great place for them to hang out.
So you don't mind if I come and just plant myself for a while?
Not at all.
Also, while I'm here, I have my passport to Summer Fun in Windsor, and the prizes this year are a computer, an iPod, and $250 in restaurant gift certificates. So I gotta get my stamp while I'm here. Right? I'm gonna eat dinner here, so you can.
Absolutely. And that's a wonderful program. We've had a lot of great feedback from customers saying that they had no idea there were this many great restaurants in Windsor. And so it's really nice that it showcases all of them, and it lets people see at a quick glance. And then, of course, the fun of trying them all and having it all stamped.
13 of our favorite restaurants are in here, and you only need stamps, so I'm well on my way.
That's great.
Thanks a lot for having us.
Thank
Thank you.